Hey guys, it's Cody, Lonestardiggin, back in the shop today. So, over the last, probably, I don't know, couple months, I was talking about going off on my own and doing my own thing, and I took on some jobs building an RV cover and carports and a big 50 by 60 awning, barn, covered awning, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to have some help with that. Of course I can't do it all by myself, but with my skid loader, I am going to build I believe they call it like a jib boom, where you can put it onto your skid loader and, you know, have more height to pick stuff up with. Kind of like some, you know, trusses and stuff. So I got a design in my head and kind of what I'm trying to build, but I'm going to have 3 of these thick wall square tubing, 3 of them. I got the other ones cut over there. 3 of them. One will go here, here, and then up here, and they'll all come to a point, and on that point I'll have a hook on the end of it or whatever, the clevis. So gonna try to weld this up, cut it, weld it. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Sometimes I got to do things a little different than everybody else, having just one functional hand and arm. But just kind of what I think that'll give us, like that awning, barn awning thing. It's going to be 16, 18 foot up in the air. I don't even know if this 10 foot will be enough, but I don't want to go further than 10 foot on a skid loader. I haven't even researched it, but that's just kind of what I'm thinking. I think the skid loader will reach, I don't know, 10 or so. So this will be another 10 foot, 20 foot maybe. But yeah, so my first thing is cutting these, getting them angled the way I want them to screw onto here, and then I'll probably bevel those edges where I can get a full penetration weld, and I'll kind of brace them and tie them together. Like I said, I kind of got a ideal of what I want to do from a picture online. But I'll set y'all up and get started. Y'all stay tuned. Now I'm gonna go on here where my marks are and grind. I'm gonna grind around where I'm gonna be welding at around here, where there's little rust spots. Get that oil off that metal and stuff. Now, I got that. Guess I'll pull those up. Try to get them eyeballed square as I can. See how many I need. Need 3. See if that's gonna be too much or right about enough. I'll get 2 more on that side. Pretty close right there. $12 and 3. That's 12 and 1. So, which one closest? See if that helped. 12. Too high. It's almost 12 and a half. Needs to go up. Guess I can just slide this backwards. $12.4. Yeah, it's about the same. I'm gonna eyeball it now. So I'm trying to get these kind of the same angle. Trying to get those. Another thing is I'm gonna have to, if this is level, it's dang near level, then these have got to be level. So I'm going to have to go up with that end. Just for now, I'll slide these out of the way. One more. Just a hair off. I think that's going to be about right. Looks pretty close to me. So now I need to come and tack these on. So I'll do that and bring y'all back. Y'all hang on. Well, sorry, I thought I pushed record, but I didn't. Dummy. I just tacked that on, then welded it on, and I just knocked the slag off with the grinder now, so that's not going anywhere. So I'm gonna try to work on getting this top one kind of situated where I want it. It'll be a little bit harder to set up where I want it. Maybe I can put this hanger around it. Alright, I kind of got that one together. Just kind of holding it up right there. So I'll go in and tack that one down. now y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about. Just kind of a little extension to pick stuff up, and I'll go in there and put some little gussets, braces in between. Alright guys, so next I'm gonna, this is a little bit off. I'm gonna cut that smooth, cut that clean, and I'm gonna mark this plate here. I'm gonna mark this plate out and cut it out, and then weld that onto that. Alright, I got those measured out, 5 by 5 little triangle. I'm going to cut those out for little gussets, braces. Alright, I got my plate cut out and put on there. I'm going to tack that on now. Well, because of my weld in the corner, to have a big gap, I'm going to trim off the little tips, trim off the little tips of all these. That way I don't have to grind the welds off. Alright guys, I guess that battery died when I was welding those little gussets on. I got 2 on that top one and 1 on this one. Now I've went in here and measured this way. Now I'm going to start cutting some gussets across here this way to do my little bracing through there. So I'm going to get those cut up with the torch. flip it over and weld those upright braces on there. A little hot under there. You don't have to preheat the metal when it's 105, 6 out. got that hook welded on with kind of a safety backup chain if the weld breaks on my hook. I'll probably run a couple beads over the hook just to make sure it's good and got some good penetration on it. But if it fails, I got the chain as backup. Alright guys, it's 105 and I'm done for the day. I'm soaking wet. Now I pretty much finished up. There's a few welds I need to go back and clean up and re-weld them, some gaps and stuff. But I really couldn't think of a better way to put a hook on here. So I just welded the hook on. I'm going to put a little bit more weld on it. But got that hook welded on, and then I got the chain just kind of as a backup if something ever happened. And I went down through there and put some gussets in there. In the 2 gussets there, that should be strengthened pretty, you know, heavy duty enough. If I can balance on here, there's no flexing in that, so I think that'll be good. On this end, I got some gussets down there. I may add if I see it's doing anything I don't like, I can always add some. But that's kind of it. Just a little project, hot day project. Not a rainy day, that's for sure. But I'm going to be building some carports and awnings and barns and stuff. So just needed something to be able to reach up a little higher with. So on my skid loader, that should be able to, hopefully I won't have to rent a sky track or anything. I can just use that on my skid loader. But I'll video and show how it works out, let y'all know. Appreciate y'all watching. If y'all got any comments or seen anything that I should have done, let me know. I'm trying to make it as safe as I can for me and everybody else. So if y'all got any ideas or any advice, put them in the comments. Appreciate y'all watching. God bless y'all.